Hey everyone, this is Jake. Today I wanted to go and talk about which operator you want to be selecting from the anniversary selector that you are able to get through missions and login event and such. You should have received the one from the login event today if you have been logging in every day. Don't worry if you didn't get it, there's still tons of days left to receive all the login event reward, so just make sure to log in every day to receive all the reward. And they also have another selector coming in for the week 3 missions, and this one you can select a passive skill. So I just wanted to talk about which one you might want to select for each one of them. So let's jump into video and talk about those. First on the list is of course Kimhana. She is probably best level 1 operator. At level 1, she's going to be giving you deployment costs as well as a sleep immunity and skill haste as well. So she will be very easy to trigger as well because she has a trigger of the ranger and support unit deployments. So it is very easy to trigger her skills and very good benefit for level 1. Early on, I've been using this operators and I basically clear through most of the content just using this operator, and this is good enough. Like giving that one additional cost will definitely help out, and it will help you out to clear many different contents early on and late game as well. So I highly recommend this operator. You can't go wrong with it. Now if you're planning to select this operator from a selector where you can choose your side skill later on, you might be considering attack speed. I think that's universally the best one for PvE and still somewhat viable for PvP. Or if you already have a attack speed one, maybe AoE res is something you could consider, but honestly I recommend the attack speed one if you don't have any Kimhana, and that probably is the best one that will last you for a very long time. At least my global server account, I've been rolling with the one Kimhana at level 8 with the attack speed side skill, and it has been working for me this whole time, so I highly recommend this one. The second operator I really recommend is Momo. Not only she's cute, but she's one of the best level 1 operator for PB content, especially early on. The main reason being is her skills, and her skill can bypass and cheat through some of the annoying enemies that you will face throughout PvE contents. There are enemies with a few gimmicks in this game, and Wall is one of them. You will face them in a tuning miner stage as well as an inhibitor raid as well. So you gotta take those enemies down and you can proceed to the boss and clear the stage and such. And as a new player, it probably is somewhat challenging to take down the enemy if you don't understand the gimmick. Momo will help you out to instantly wipe out that enemy by triggering her skill.
Because the gimmick of the enemy is it's constantly healing itself to the point that you cannot really damage the enemy at all. Where if you,
like I said, you can go through the gimmick and take down this enemy, but when you use a Momo, you can just clear out the enemy like in a second like this. At level 1, she will do exactly what I just said, and as you increase her level, later on she will be also amazing in one of the stages in the dimension trimming against the same enemy, which is the wall. So I highly recommend this operator for that one reason. And the reason I say you want to be selecting Momo from the login event one is because the one you get from the login event has a random side skill. So you cannot choose which side skill it will come with, you just have to gamble with it. Doesn't matter whatever side skill it has, long as she can take down the wall, she gets the job done because her side skill wouldn't matter as much. But if you want to select her with the side skill, I highly recommend AoE damage reds. That's probably one of the best one, so get this one and you should be fine. If you already have Kimhana and if you already have a Momo, then you might be confused of what other operator you can go for that could be really good. But these operators I'm going to be talking about now won't be as good at level 1. You actually have to increase their level from level 1 to like maximum level to see the real benefits. So keep that in mind. BBN is another operator that I can definitely recommend for both PvE as well as some place in PvP, because she is one of the best operator to boost damage for your striker as well as the snipers. You just have to get a lot of dupes to increase her levels. She is one of the most often used operator for danger close as well as the other contents like raid and such, so I highly recommend BBN as well. If you're trying to obtain her from the one where you can choose the side skill for your operator, I will highly recommend to get the BBN with the attack speed, because that's the one that will benefit you the most to boost up your DPS. Beside BBN, there is a Shishub. That is another best operator that exists in this game at the max level. The main thing this operator does is that he is able to give you 2 costs back. So you talked about Kimhana giving you 1 cost, Now Shishop gives 2 costs back. Of course, it is a little bit harder to trigger Shishop compared to Kimana because his trigger is a little bit more complex, but it does not matter. The return is so amazing and he is really good. If you're planning to get him through the one where you can choose your side skill, I definitely recommend the AoE res because that's universally good for some places in PvE, PvP as well. Of course, there's other operators still good to this date, like Sigma is one of the operators that can keep a barrier, so she is still pretty good. Olivia is another operator that's really good to this date, and Serena Crew is also pretty good, but I think a lot of these are mainly towards to PvP contents, so I highly recommend those 4 I mentioned, which should be able to cover you throughout many different places in PvE as well as PvP as well. So I recommend those 4 and you should be good. But anyways, hope this short video helped you guys out. This is Jake. I will see you guys next time. Take care.